Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Women can't control a disciplined man. Women can't control a disciplined man. Yeah, you know what? This is so serious, I got the notes for it. Hey, you know what? This video was inspired by a recent viral Facebook post by this young lady, naive young lady, I'll just put it out there, who said, you know, she had to be in control. She had to lead. A man could just be the helper. Like, she's the architect, she's the laborer, right? And then somebody had responded, another woman responded like, hey, don't put it out there. So that's been a big thing. And I said, let me address that, right? But not to say that she was wrong and stuff. The reality is you got women who think that. And especially in the black community, you know, you got women who have that attitude, right? And there's enough men to like give them the right to think they have that attitude. There's enough men who compromise their own manhood to, you know, be with a woman, be it for financial reasons, sexual reasons, or they just weak-minded, right? But you know what? It is what it is. But I'm here to challenge men to do it a different way. Because let's be real. That order where women, particularly black women, are running things, I don't see good results. I don't see where it's working. I used to work in the criminal justice system, and most of these jails are filled with men who grew up in female-led households. This is, I mean, it's some stuff. So if they such great leaders, why are their kids in jail? Think on that for a second. So, but you know what? It is what it is. But going from this day going forward, men got to think differently. We can't, you know what, there's going to be somebody else who says something, somebody going to do a video, whatever. We could probably find videos on that. But if we want to change it, you don't talk to the women about it. They're going to be who they're going to be. But what men have to do, men have to become more disciplined, right? Because honestly, that woman, see, she put it out like that, I guarantee she can find a man that she can control. I guarantee it. Because she's probably dealt with a few. Or grew up in a household where her mama was running everything. And like I said, there's more than enough weak men out there. But if you listening to me, you listening to the sound of my voice, nah, I'm going to just tell you how you can be strong. That's how you defeat it. You know? Because here's the thing. I don't care what the woman thinks, any woman thinks. Most women are not stronger than a man. You got a few out there, but they're rare. So they can't physically force a man to do anything. So how are they going to get control? You got to kill their methods of control. Now the first thing you got to start with is your mind. You got to get your mind right. Like if you got a weak mind, anybody can control you. If you got a weak mind, you got to start right there. And you got to say, hold up. I'm not following this person. I don't care what they got going for them. Right? That's the first thing you got to do. Right? So you start there. And part of that mental thing is just your emotions. If you're a man, you got to keep control of your emotions. Because, and I'm going to get into that shaming thing later. That's usually how many women get a man. They'll try to shame him into doing something. Right? But you start up here. Right? The next thing, get control over your dicks. Now I know I'm up here, I'm teaching men how to get women and stuff, but really, I'm not teaching men how to get women. I'm teaching men how to have options with women. There's a big difference. That is a very big difference. I'm teaching men how to have options. So if you want to have 15 women, that's on you. If you just want to have just one woman, that's on you, but you got to have the option. Because the biggest problem with too many men, particularly black men, we got a reputation of sticking our dicks wherever. Even women of other races, they feel like if they can't get a man of their own race, let me throw it at a brother. He'll take it. And unfortunately, they'll find some. And I'm going to say this, all black men, get that dick under control. Because really, I'm going to tell you what. Even a black man who's trying to do something with his life, how they come at him? They come at him through his dick. You know, this whole R. Kelly thing, basically his dick got him in trouble. That motherfucker knew not to mess with no youngins. There's no real excuse for it. You knew there was a problem. I don't care how natural what they doing. You know there was a problem. And they're going to keep coming after him because of his dick. Bill Cosby got in trouble because of his dick. In D.C., Marion Barry got in trouble because of his dick. That's the first thing they're going to go for. And I'll just say this. Any black man out there who wants to be, a politician, do anything, get control over your damn dick first. So if you take away, you trump the pussy card. What else they got? And that's because that's the biggest way they're going to do it. Now the second biggest way, economically. There's many women, they'll skip over that brother got his shit together. They'll skip over him. That brother got his own car, house, whatever, making money. They will skip over him. Everybody talking about Pookie and Ray Ray. But one of the biggest reasons some women will go for Pookie and Ray Ray don't got their own shit. You know, so they'll say, shoot, hey, they making the money, they saying the rules. And if a woman want that, that's on her. But don't ask a trifling motherfucker who's going to live off a woman. Don't ask a trifling motherfucker who's going to live off a woman to do right. And yeah, they can find like I said, they can find a flunky. I don't hate on this young lady. I really don't. But if a man, you don't want to deal with it, shit, get your economic shit together. Every man. And I say this in my book, Nice Guys and Players. So many people are so busy looking at what I'm saying about relationships, they forgetting the other stuff I talked about. I talked about every man should have a business, even if he works a 9 to 5. Get your economic thing together. Every single man, from the time he's 14, he need to be thinking about making money. Because even my sons, they already know it. They already trying to hustle people. Seriously, they already on the money thing. A man needs to have his own money, because in this world, since most men don't hunt for food or build their own shelter, you need money to do it. And you need money to make shit happen. So if you got money, if you got your own money, what can that woman control you over? Right? You trump the pussy card. You looking at her like, yeah, whatever. Shoot, she can't say, well, I got this house and everything. You like, well, I got a bigger house. I got a nicer car. And it don't matter. She could be making more money, but it don't matter as long as you making your own. So if your mind right, you control your dick, got some money, you ain't gonna get it. Now, one thing some women might try with a man, particularly black women and a black man, is shaming language. You know, stuff like, your mama black. You know, to try to get you to do something. I'm gonna say something. Look, you know what? If somebody say, fellas, if black men, if a woman ever try to get you to do something, because it's usually in context of who you dealing with or whatever, try to get favorable treatment. Look her dead in the eye. Look her dead in the eye. Just like I'm looking right now, look her dead in the motherfucking eye and say, you are not my mother. Then laugh at her. Because they talk about, shoot, and tell them, if you want to get crass with them, say, honey, you don't fuck, finance, or feed me. So get the fuck out of here with that. You haven't earned anything from me. My mother, I might buy her a house if she need one. I got her, but you're not my mother. And in fact, I'll just tell you, with the women in my family, you tried that, they might come after you. They might slit your throat. So women, if they try something like that, or any type of shaming language, first of all, this is how you defeat shaming language. You know who you are. If you know who you are, what can somebody say to you? In fact, they can say something to you. You can look at them and say, you better try harder than that. I owe you nothing. I owe you nothing. If they try to say, well, you know, all those black women did all this for black men, what you do in particular? Look them dead in the eye and say, what did you do in particular? And then, what did you do specifically for me? Don't ride off your grandmama and whatnot. They did something. You ain't do shit. If somebody try to come at you with some shaming language. Right? And be disciplined in all of that, right? And I'm going to tell you the biggest thing any man needs to do, and even though I'm speaking primarily to black men, any man, Have a fucking plan. I'm gonna tell you what. No woman in my life has been able to control me. They've tried. They tried. Even including family members, they tried. But see, they messed up. They messed up. They messed up with me. Because I've said this before in some videos, I had to grow up early. I had to start making adult decisions at 7 years old. Really 6. But I say 7 years old, I had to start making adult decisions because my mother wasn't capable of leading. So I had to start making decisions. So the whole concept of following any female is like foreign to me. And one of the things I got a plan. And I've had a plan since I was 7. And it's on schedule. It's fucking on schedule. Alright? So if you got a plan and you stick to it, and you gotta be ruthless about sticking to it, don't change that plan for her plan. Like if a woman come up to you talking about you should be following her, ask her what her plan is first. Ask her what her plan is, and it usually don't go beyond having some house in the suburbs and stuff and having a decent car, being comfortable. And I've looked at some women, they told me that. I said, well, my plan is global. My name will be in the history books. Will yours be? And I know somebody say, man, that's arrogant of you. Well, I'm conceited. Well, damn right. But it's my plan. And that's another thing too. Like I said earlier, like somebody had tried it, because I've been called cocky, conceited, whatever, arrogant. I'm like, okay, I'm good with that. And that's how you defeat shaming language. Just accept the shit. The shit's accurate. Hell, I've even had some women say, Rom, you look like you'll be domineering. I guess they said it as a bad thing. I was like, yeah. Because see, here's the thing. Here's the thing about some of these women, even the ones who talk about they want to be in control. When shit hits the fan, then they looking at you. And I've had too many people look at me as like they trying to run shit. Even some men trying to run shit, be in charge. But when shit hits the fan, they're looking at me to solve it. So I'm saying, my logic is, well, shit. If you can't lead, I'll just do it from the get-go. That's why I have trouble following people. That's why I can't work for anybody. Right? Now, I'm going to tell you what, fellas. You're going to get women like that. If she said it publicly, but other women are thinking that. And you just got to be, look. Once you decide what you're trying to do. Decide what your life mission is and you stick to it. And then any woman that come to your life, well, she's going to have to submit to that mission. That's what submission means. And if she don't like it, fine. She can go her own way. I ain't going to force anybody. But this is the plan. If you want to get with my life and where I'm going, you're going along with my plan. And you know what? I'm a good guy. If you got a plan that ultimately supports my plan, I'm down for it. But it got to support my plan. And like I said, the reason, if shit hits the fan, I'm the one that got to handle the responsibility of it. I'm the one that has to fix it. So my logic is, it need to be me at first. Because it's funny, a lot of these women want to talk about they run shit, but the words accountability and responsibility don't pop up into their lexicon. Because that's what a leader is. If you're going to lead, then when shit fuck up, you got to take responsibility for it. You know. You can't like try to call yourself a leader and then when shit go right, it's like, well, it's these black men. That's not a leader, that's a coward. A true leader takes responsibility for shit. Anything under their watch. Anything under his watch. So for the men out there, look, that's the only way you're going to stop it. Because like I said, that sister, other sisters who got that control mentality, trust me, they're going to find a dude who's going to go along with the program. They're going to find a dude who's going to go along with the program. But that dude don't have to be you. Because look, like I said, I'm giving options. And they ain't the only women in the world or even only black women in the world. And I know that, and I've said, you know, you got some other women on that all over the world. But if you get enough disciplined men who got their minds right, control their damn dicks, got the economic thing right, immune to shaming language, right? And you hold, I mean, you hold your position. You stand your ground and say, this how it's going to be. Even to the point where you could be with a woman butt naked and she start like tripping, you get the fuck up and just like, nah, you got a trumpet, your way or the highway. And you know what? Realistically, I know all guys ain't gonna get this message. You might even get some guys who argue, but Ron, but nah, fuck that shit, man. If you gonna follow me, you gonna get that shit together. Your mind, you gonna get your mind right. If you follow me, you gonna control your dick. If you follow me, you're gonna be working on some your money thing. If you control me, some woman's words ain't gonna mess with you. You know? If you following me, shoot, you better have a plan. You better think of something. And a lot of people who hit me up for coaching and everything, you know, I'll be talking to them sometime. If they don't already have a business going or something going, I'll be like, well, what you trying to do with your life? And some people know it. They'll tell you that. I talk to them privately. That's one of the first things I ask. What you trying to do with your life? Heck, I ask women that. But you have the plan. You have that. As far as women like this, okay, when you see it, do what I initially did, laugh. I wouldn't even done this video, but so many people talking about it. I said I had to put something out there. So that's all I got. That's all I got, y'all. Peace and many blessings. But the thing is, men, stand the fuck up. Stand the fuck up, man. Because they can't force you. You know? They can't control you without you compromising. Don't compromise your manhood. Think on this.